नमस्कार, फिर पैसा बोलता है में आपका स्वागत है। मैं आनंद श्रीनिवासन। आज शनिवार है, हॉट टेक्स का समय है। हॉट टेक्स करेंगे। मैं तो अभी तिरुचिरापल्ली में हूँ। कल ही चेन्नई आ पाऊंगा, लेकिन इंटरनेट के जरिए हम बात कर रहे हैं विनोद श्रीनिवासन से। मैं 2-3 दिन से अखबार नहीं देख पाया। हाँ, जरूर विनोद देखा होगा। इसके बारे में वो कुछ सवाल पूछेंगे, जिसका जवाब मैं दूंगा। ये प्रोग्राम तो इंग्लिश में होगा।
So what about this Anand? TCS headcount declines for the first time in 19 years. Hits campus route.
The very clearly what has happened is TCS is not recruiting people.
Yes.
They are leaving. They are recruiting some, but more people are leaving TCS than they are recruiting. So net employees for TCS has declined by 13,750 people. This is only TCS. The others will follow. So the big five, that is TCS, Infosys, HCL, Tech Mahindra, and L&T. The 5 big Indian corporates. I expect at least 50 to 60,000 job losses. And then there is Wipro also. The top 7-8 Indian companies will lose a lakh of jobs, 1 lakh jobs. Then you have MNCs. Then you have MNCs and small cap and mid cap companies. So I think about minimum of 2 lakh direct jobs will be lost. And it is not only 2 lakh jobs being lost. That means every job will have 4 support functions: housekeeping, car driving, neighborhood tea stores. So you can look at a million job losses because of IT directly. And more than that, what is happening is the startup sector is imploding completely. And because the startup sector is imploding completely, you will have another million job losses there. Like Baiju has gone kaput. Ola is cutting jobs. Oyo is cutting jobs. So you are looking at staring at a time when already the educated are not finding jobs. A job loss of 2 million, a billion or 2, that is direct and indirect together, is a big problem. And more than that, what is going to happen is the people who are graduating, the kids who graduate this year and next year, are going to find jobs. This in turn will affect consumption and demand, because you can already see demand slackening across the country. So there is a problem in demand, and there are job losses, and there is no end in sight.
Okay. So, but what is your take on then inflation, where inflation is standing then?
See, the inflation is, there are 2 types of inflation. Like if you look at Parle biscuits, what was 100 grams has become 55 grams.
Correct.
The size of the packet has come down from 100 to 55.
Yes, there's even a joke about fruity like that. Yeah.
So the price has remained same. So this is called a shrink inflation. And I can tell you, when Vidya bought rice recently, I saw it at 92 rupees. So the kg of good raw rice is costing 92 rupees. Gold is going through the roof. And gold is now trading at nearly 7,500. 24 karat gold is nearly 7,500 plus taxes. So all that is indicating of inflation in the system, how much ever we deny it.
Then why isn't
we are going to have a hot summer.
Correct, yes.
That grains are going to be in trouble again.
Correct. because news has come out saying the government has invoked some emergency to deal with the power demand, a high anticipated power demand also. Emergency clause.
Yeah, and there is also trouble in the international market where Iran is threatening to attack Israel
Correct.
and the Middle East is on a boil.
Correct.
And
They're anticipating an attack anytime imminent, they're saying. But
yeah, and this is because Netanyahu provoked Iran to attack it. So Netanyahu is trying to hold on to power
at all costs.
a war with Iran.
Yes. He's forcing US's hand, I guess.
And then there is also a problem of inflation in America being higher than normal.
Correct.
It has
Because
gone up to
yesterday the American market tumbled by 1.5%.
Yes, so no. It tumbled. There was a dead cat bounce, and
Correct.
then it tumbled again.
Yes. So this geopolitical tension seems to be pushing even the S&P 500 to its worst week since October, they're saying.
No, it is not only geopolitical tension. The fact that there is chances of a rate cut are very remote till September now. People were expecting a rate cut in June. It's now pushed to September. So there are no chances of there is no chance of a 3 rate cut this time. There's going to be only 1 rate cut, which is putting enormous stress on.
That's why the gold is also reacting the way it's reacting.
Actually, gold should have corrected now.
Yes.
But gold has not corrected only because of the geopolitical tensions and the fact that China and Russia have formed an axis. It's now very clear that the Chinese are supplying military equipment to Russia. It's a proxy war between the West and China.
Okay. Where they're putting the gun on top of the shoulder of Russia and shooting.
Exactly. They are supplying material. Like the West is putting it on Ukraine. And then there is an Iran and Israel conflict which is opening up.
True. But TCS at the same time has beat expectations, street expectations, and target. I mean, their earnings seem to be doing rather well. So
no. What has happened in TCS is very clear. That their turnover has grown by 1%, 1.2 or 1.3%. But profits have grown up by 15%. So they are basically squeezing costs. So what they are trying to do is increasing margin. The fact that 14,000 people have lost their jobs and increments will not be there. And bonus payments will also be lesser. आपने इस पॉडकास्ट को सुना, इसके लिए मैं आपका आभारी हूँ. हो सके तो इस वीडियो को लाइक कीजिए, चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कीजिए और बेल नोटिफिकेशन दबाएं. अगर आप बेल नोटिफिकेशन नहीं दबाएं तो जब वीडियो अपलोड होगा आपको नोटिफिकेशन नहीं आएगा. हो सके तो इस वीडियो को अपने दोस्त और रिश्तेदार के पास भेजें और उनको देखने की आग्रह करें. नमस्कार, धन्यवाद, जय हिंद.
जय हिंद.